Medical affairs can play a critical role in advancing healthcare equity by collaborating externally to inform and shape evidence-based policy. Because of our unique position between science, clinical practice, and patient experience, medical affairs can translate real-world insights into credible recommendations that policymakers trust. By engaging proactively with professional societies, public health agencies, and advocacy organizations, medical affairs teams can ensure that policies reflect diverse patient needs and evidence that includes historically underrepresented populations. In doing so, we help close the gap between clinical innovation and equitable access. This collaboration is both a moral responsibility and a strategic imperative for the pharmaceutical industry. Equity-driven policies, such as incentives for diverse clinical trial participation, coverage frameworks for underserved populations, or culturally adapted patient education guidelines, create environments where therapies reach more patients effectively. When medical affairs bring scientific credibility and data transparency to policy discussions, it strengthens trust in both the company and the broader healthcare ecosystem. This not only enhances public perception of the organization, your organization, but also aligns long-term business success with societal health outcomes. In a practical way, there are 3 ways medical affairs can collaborate for policy change. Number 1, partner with equity-focused coalitions and think tanks, for example, National Minority Quality Forum, Diversity in Clinical Trials Initiative, to co-develop white papers and data-driven policy recommendations. 2, share real-world evidence and field insights with regulatory and reimbursement bodies internally and externally to highlight barriers faced by underrepresented groups, turning scientific data into actionable policy guidance. And 3, convene cross-sector roundtables that bring together clinicians, community leaders, and policymakers to align on measurable goals for equitable access and representation in therapeutic areas important for your company. These actions not only promote fairness and inclusion, but also ensure that healthcare innovation is guided by the communities it is meant to serve, transforming medical affairs from an internal function to a visible advocate for societal health equity. Now is the time for medical affairs to move from observation to action. By stepping beyond traditional scientific exchange and into collaboration that shapes equitable healthcare policy, we can help create systems that ensure innovation reaches every patient, not just the easiest to reach. This requires courage, transparency, and partnership. But the reward is profound, a healthcare landscape built on trust, representation, and measurable impact. For the pharmaceutical industry, this approach strengthens our reputation, fosters regulatory confidence, and expands market relevance by aligning scientific advancement with public good. When medical affairs champions policy change grounded in real-world evidence and community collaboration, we improve access, but even more, we redefine what responsible innovation looks like.